Welcome back, parents. Welcome back, Longhorns, to Lambert Plains, episode 11. I'm super excited today because I have one of our top teachers here in the science department, but also our senior advisor to talk to some of our graduating senior parents about some things that are coming up, some big events to come in the next few weeks as we get a little teary-eyed and get ready for graduation. But I've got Dr. Tasha Young with me. She is an excellent teacher here at Lambert High School. Dr. Young, first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And we're glad to have you. Before we get into the fun stuff with everything to come as far as our senior class, let's talk a little bit about teaching. For all those listening out there, give them a little insight as to what you do here at Lambert High School.
Well, I teach, this year I teach Honors Chem and on-level chemistry, and I'm also the AP coordinator with Dr. Kelly Price. Actually,
I'm glad you brought that up. And that's a great segue because, and I don't want to neglect your teaching, but we have AP testing coming up next week. So really, I'd almost say as important as getting our seniors prepped is we have to talk about AP testing. Just give us a little idea about AP testing, the format, what parents can expect as we get ready for testing next week, and what they need to remind their student of as they prepare for their AP test the next couple of weeks.
Okay, that's great. So our AP exams are going to start May 6th, and they'll run through the 17th. For our students that are taking the AM exams, they need to actually check in on the 1600 hall at 7:30. So that's way before school starts. They don't need to depend on buses to actually get them here. They need to have transportation to get them here by 7:30 to check in. Our afternoon exams, will start checking them in at 11:30, and they probably won't be done till almost 4 o'clock. So they'll need afternoon transportation to get home. They can't depend on a bus to get them home that afternoon. Dr. Price and I have actually posted reminders for parents. It's actually on the Lambert website, and we'll be sending home a reminder messenger through Infinite Campus later today as well. But we just need to remember for students that they cannot have any book bags in the trailers or in the classrooms this year at all. They can bring snacks. They'll have to stay outside of the classroom, of course, during the testing, but we absolutely cannot have any book bags in the testing facility. But the teachers have gotten all the information that they need, and they'll be going over with the students.
Okay, that's great. And so just making sure they've already, at this point, should have filled out their paperwork, done their bubbling. I mean, we're at the point of no return now, right?
That is correct. All the bubbling is done. We have a few students that we're trying to contact here at the last minute, but at this point, everything's ready to go for Monday.
Okay, and then for those of you that are out there that might have EOC testing, we do want you to know that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that AP does trump the EOC, and they can always make up EOCs.
That is correct. AP trumps EOCs, so they'll have to contact Dr. Chesser to make up their EOCs.
Okay, great. Well, that's excellent. Well, we're excited about AP testing. It's a big, a lot of our kids, we have so many. How many AP tests do we give?
We have 3,545 exams scheduled this year.
Did you just say 3,545 exams?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
We have 1,567 students testing.
Man, that is a great testament to our community, to our parents, to our kids, to our faculty. I mean, that is just wonderful that we have kids that really are at that level to be taking that many AP tests.
That is true. That is true.
That is awesome. Well, I'm going to switch gears for a second now. Selfishly, I've got a graduating senior. And so tell us about your role this year, new role, as senior advisor, and how it's been, and some of the things that have gone on this year, and then, of course, the big events to come.
Okay, well, so my role this year as senior advisor is to work with Miss Wilson, the other senior advisor, and make sure that we get our graduation ceremony, which is going to be May 29th at 7 p.m. at the Infinite Arena in Gwinnett, get that scheduled and have everything in line for all of our students. Right now we have, I think it's 808 seniors. We have about 778 that are planning on walking. And so we're just trying to make sure we're tying up some loose ends at this point, get everybody accounted for. We've got cap and gowns are going to be delivered next Tuesday, May 7th, rather, during all lunches. So students can, if they've ordered their cap and gowns, those will be delivered by Balfour during all lunches. And then we'll have some other information we've already posted on the website as far as questions about what to wear for graduation, important questions about what time parents can show up for the ceremony and things like that. Practice is going to be Tuesday, May 21st at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to be in the gymnasium this year, so we've moved it from the auditorium to the gymnasium. And then after practice, we actually have started something new this year. We are actually going to have a senior send-off. So this is going to be a new event for our seniors where we have brought in a catered lunch with a company called the Patty Wagon. So we're having hamburgers, we have beef hamburgers, we have turkey burgers, we have veggie burgers with all the sides, all the trims and fixings and everything. We have Kona ice coming. And then we have rented several inflatables. We've got a mechanical bull, we've got laser tag, all sorts of different obstacle courses, just a big fun afternoon for the students. So
Wow.
to celebrate their accomplishments and to let them have a good time.
That is fantastic. And where, I know you had mentioned we're going to do the practice in the gym, and then they're going to, where's the big burger fest / if I want to go ride the mechanical bull, where do I need to go?
Everything's going to be down on the main field.
On the football stadium.
At the football stadium, and we're going to have, like I said, we'll have Kona Ice, and we'll have the Patty Wagon out there, and the drinks will be out there, so everything will be there from 11 to 3:30. And we have parents coming in. We've got some great parents to come in that's volunteered their time, and so we're just really appreciative of everybody pitching in for us.
What a great send-off that's going to be to our senior class, and what a great class we have, which is the well-deserving for that group of kids. What about as far as the practice? They're going to come to the gym, and how's that going to go down?
So they'll come in, and we will actually have Dr. D. We'll actually have you, Coach Bass, to get them started.
Excellent.
And get them pumped up for the day. We'll have Dr. D come in and give them a little pep talk as well, and just kind of run through his expectations for the ceremony. And then we actually we won't do a full run through of the entire graduation because that's a 2-hour deal. But we will run through basically how the students are going to walk across the stage, what the expectations are, what time they'll need to be at the arena, and the do's and don'ts, just kind of reminders about the decorum of the ceremony. So it should take probably about no more than an hour, and then we'll be out on the field ready to go.
Excellent, man. It's a busy few weeks, but I think it sounds like you and Miss Melissa Wilson.
Yes, Melissa Wilson.
Because we have a few Wilsons here. Miss Melissa Wilson have things organized, and we really appreciate that time you've put into it. Now, finally, you had mentioned you teach chemistry. So is this
I do.
sophomores primarily?
This is primarily sophomores, yes.
So tell us about your take on chemistry, our sophomore class, and a little bit about your background and how much you enjoy what you do in the classroom.
I really enjoy teaching chemistry. I try to bring in a lot of things that I think the students enjoy. Just the other day, we were titrating in acid bases. We were titrating sour candies with some base to see which candy was the most sour, and because it relates with, the most sour candy is the most acidic. So I try to bring in some things that they could tie into everyday life. So, I really enjoy working with the students and trying to do things that they could actually see and how it relates outside of just the classroom. I try to have a good time with them and do some fun labs with them. So this is my 19th year teaching. I've always, the first 3 years were middle school, and then after that's been high school. So I really enjoy working. Our senior class have a lot of, they have a lot of spirit. They're great kids. So it'll be fun to watch them grow up in a couple years in terms of progressing on towards college, but they're great.
That's going to be all. And, so much about what we do is about giving them those real-life experiences. So I'm so glad that you take chemistry and you do it in a format that allows kids to really understand its worth beyond the classroom, which is really cool.
Right.
The last thing I'll say is this, for any of you parents that are listening out there, keep in mind that if you do have Dr. Young, you better get to enjoy Minions, because Dr. Young, I look around, you're a beautiful room, and it looks like you're a big fan of Minions.
I am. Somebody started counting one day, and they lost count at 50, so I'm sure I have more than that by now. But I do like Minions, yeah.
Well, you do like Minions, and you've got a lot of Minions followers of your chemistry students because they love you as a teacher. You do a great job. You do a great job, and this year as our senior advisor. We can't thank you enough for what you've done. And we're excited about what's to come. We've got AP testing Monday. We have, of course, the big senior send-off. We've got graduation. It's a great time to be at Lambert High School.
It is. It's a great time. Busy couple of weeks, but we'll have a great time.
All right. Well, Dr. Young, thank you so much for joining us on Lambert Plains today.
Than's for having me. I enjoyed it.
Can I have a hook 'em?
Hook 'em horns.
Let's go. See you. Have a great day.